Hello, beautiful soul. Today I want to talk to you about judgment and judging. And I want to tell you there is one circumstance or one time when it is okay for you to judge another human being. And it is when you are absolutely certain you are correct. You are absolutely certain you are completely objective. You are absolutely certain you are not biased. You are absolutely certain that you are not looking at that individual from your perspective, colored by your opinions, your beliefs, your experiences. I submit to you that it is actually impossible for you to judge another human from a space of being absolutely certain you are correct. See, here's the thing. Every human comes into this world, is born onto this planet with their own unique perspective, their own unique experience. There is not one single human that has been born onto this planet that has the same experience as any other human that has ever existed on this planet and that will ever exist on this planet. So what I am saying to you is absolutely impossible for you to have clear judgment on another human being, especially if it's negative in nature. Yes, there are judgments. Judgment in itself can be positive or negative. Maybe it could also be neutral if it was objective completely. I don't know how that's possible for a human to be completely objective and have neutral judgment. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I am speaking about negative judgment here because I really am wanting to address what is happening in our country right now. And as you may have seen in my previous video, what has happened in my own life, in my own personal life, because of judgment of who I am and what I believe. So what I am saying to you is you are free to judge another individual, another human, in a negative way if you can do it being absolutely certain that you are correct. And I am submitting that it is impossible. I've been thinking a lot about Jesus Christ today, whether or not you believe that he was real or whatnot. I do, and I believe that he did have some good things to share. And one of the things that I look at with him is if there was any human ever on the face of the planet that was able to judge in the way that I set it up, the premise, that you can judge another if you are absolutely certain you are correct. If there was anyone ever in the existence of the human race that was able to do that, it was him. And even he did not judge. Even he accepted and loved everyone. Even those that were outcasts from society at the time when he was on this planet. He accepted them. He did not judge. He said, he who is without sin, perfect, cast the first stone. So according to him, unless you are sinless, unless you are perfect, whatever that means. We could talk about that later, because perfection in itself is a very problematic concept, to say the least. Unless you are perfect, unless you are without sin, you cannot throw a stone or judge another person. That is what is in my heart and soul today, and that is what I want to share with you. We will definitely dive deeper into this because it is really, really important. If for some reason you are feeling things come up inside of you that are feeling triggered, or you're angry, or you're feeling defensive, and you're saying, yes, but this person did that, and yes, but that person did this. What I'm telling you is that if you judge them, you are, in essence, cutting yourself off from that person. You are making that person other than you. You are making a disconnection. What happens when you judge someone is disconnection. And that ends up not only hurting that person, but really hurting you, because you've now cut yourself off from being able to see that person's beauty, to see that person's value, to see that that person has something to offer, to see that maybe someone that has a different experience than you, someone that has a different perspective than you, may have something to offer. So you have just severed your connection with that person. You have just made it impossible to see that person's potential, to see that person's essence. You have made yourself unable to love that person. You have severed the connection the instant that you judge. Now, I'm not saying this is easy, but what I wanted to do in this video is to present the idea that judgment is okay if you are certain you are completely correct. And I will submit that that is an impossibility for every single human on this planet. And that great harm comes to the person you are judging, but mostly to yourself. You have just disconnected yourself. You have just made it impossible for you to love and accept someone. I'm going to talk more about that later. I'm going to talk about more about love and how this all plays into it. But for now, I just wanted to present this concept. And if things are coming up for you and you're finding resistance and you're finding that you want to be defensive or angry with what I'm saying, that's fine. And you can ignore that, or you can take a step back and wonder why maybe that you have a need to judge someone else, and what is that serving for you? Is it fueling a narrative that you have? Is it making you feel better about yourself by putting someone else down? Is it just fitting with your world paradigm as something that you're feeling that you need to defend? So just, if you want, take a step back and maybe wonder why this might be something that you don't want to hear, and that you don't want to consider. And then if you have been working through this and becoming more and more aware of how damaging that judgment is of other people, and we haven't even talked about judging ourselves, but how damaging it is to judge others. If you have had a journey of this and had an awareness of this, I'd love to hear in the comments what your experience has been. And even if things are coming up for you that are feeling uncomfortable, if you want to share those too, I would love for you to do that. We are in this together. We are on this journey. I am determined to spread this message because this is all integral to my desire and passion to create a movement of rapturous love. Judgment does not belong there. Judgment cannot exist there. And so we're going to talk about this more. That's it for now. I'm going to link to the video that I posted this week talking about politics. And we are all in this together. So make sure that you like and subscribe and join my love tribe. And also share this with anyone that you think may benefit, because we are in this together. That's it. Bye for now.